Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 2026 Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Tournament. My name is Alfred White, and I'll be your post-game press conference moderator throughout this week and this weekend. After each game, the winning team will be escorted to this room. We will have each team on the dais for up to 10 minutes each. We will ask each head coach to open each team session with general comments about the game. If you would like to ask a question, please raise your hand and let us deliver to you a wireless microphone. Please state your name, your affiliation, and designate who you would like to answer your question. We have quote transcribers from ASAP Sports working remotely. Quotes and other media materials are available in the media Dropbox. When entering and departing this interview room, we request that you use the rear entrance to this area. Locker rooms are open for up to 30 minutes each. Once the team's cooling off period ends, the winning team has a 5-minute cooling off period, and the non-advancing team has 15 minutes. Note for the championship game, the order is reversed, and the runner-up team has a 15-minute cooling off period. We're now joined on the dais by Coach Miller, along with Jalen Celestine.
Are we ready?
And Bob Miller. Coach, you could just start us off with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, listen, I think we tied for 7th in the league, but lost the tiebreaker with a couple other teams. So the way I look at it, we get to play today on the first day. Like that was, I take it as a blessing. And I have a lot of respect for Utah. Look, we played them, it feels like a month ago now, but when you were doing the scout, they were in every game. Like they had so many opportunities to win games. They were in every game. And we had to play really well at home at the end to come back and win. And I thought we did a nice job after we got the jitters out. We stayed in it with our defense in the first half. Then we started rebounding and running, and it was a little bit of a lid on it early, but our defense kept us in it, and I thought we played well there for a while. And we push out a double-figure lead, but give credit to them for making a run. They haven't been able to get buried all year. Like, you know, they're going to kind of come back and fight, and so they made a nice run. It feels like Terrence Brown made every mid-range shot during that run, so give him some credit. But I thought our guys at the under 4 timeout did a nice job of like regrouping, executing, and then finding a way to get some stops. So some of the blocks at the basket late were big for us.
Okay, remember to raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you, and please give us your name and affiliation. Let's start on the right side on the front row.
Ryan Roberts with Bearcat Sports Hub. Coach, you've talked all year about how important your bench is. When you look at that 12-0 run to close the first half, how crucial was the play of Keyshawn, Sean, and Sincere at both ends of the court?
Yeah, I actually said that to the team in the locker room just now, that I thought our bench was the catalyst to our success tonight. That run in the first half, and they had some really good minutes there in the second half in a run as well. So complete team effort, and our bench was extremely important to us winning this game.
Let's go in the front row on the left.
Scott Springer, Cincinnati Enquirer. I think after the first media timeout, they had you on the boards 12-4, then you end up winning 40-36. So what type of motivation did you have for them to get them going on the boards?
Well, we talked, I think at the under 12 media, we talked about the rebounding war, and I thought the guys, again, I thought we defended early, and I thought that kept us in it when we couldn't score, but we weren't rebounding and running early. I thought as the half wore on, we started rebounding the ball on both ends, and we started running the floor, and I thought, again, that had a lot to do with the run we made to finish the first half.
Let's go on the right side on the fourth row.
Coach Liam Howard, Scobuff Sports. On that 12-0 run to end the first half, could you just maybe describe what was shifting in the momentum for your team that really helped you guys take over the game there?
Yeah, defense to offense, which we've become an excellent offensive team over the last, month and a half or so. I think analytically over that stretch, we're like top 25 in offense and defense in America. So we're a good offensive team. Our best offense is when our defense leads to offense. And in that stretch, defense led to offense. We got stuff in the open court. And again, we got extra possessions on the offensive boards too.
Here on the left side on the second row.
Casey Honigbaum, Big 12 Studios. Coach, what was it like finally getting out there on that glass floor?
Yeah, I give the league a lot of credit for being innovative, being different, and it's not like people haven't played on this floor at a high level. I think the NBA All-Star Game was played on it. I think there's EuroLeague teams that play on it. For me, it's no different. I'm on the sideline. The lines are the same. I didn't see much of an effect to our guys, but I give the league a lot of credit for being innovative and different and setting the stage. And again, I'm just proud to be a part of the Big 12.
Back here on the left side, on the third row.
Colin Combs, the News Record. Jalen, big day for you today, 1,000-point mark, and then leading your team in points. What does it mean for you to do that on this type of stage?
I mean, it's just a blessing, man, to have teammates and coach that put me in position to score and just help the team win. And whether it be hitting threes like it was today or rebounding, whatever the case may be, that's really the end goal, just to win. So grateful.
Back here on the front row on the left side.
Jalen, after all the back issues and stuff you had early on, did you see yourself getting to this point where you'd be playing at this level? Because it took a while to get you going, but once you got going, you were going pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the best PT and strength coach in the country, and I can honestly say that with a lot of confidence. So Coach Ray felt, Bob, Abby, the whole staff just got me right. So I knew I'd be able to get to this point. I wish it happened in our first game, but we're here now, and I'm feeling pretty confident.
Let's go on the right side on second row.
Hi, Bruce Pasco with Tucson.com. Jalen and Bob, I just wonder if you guys could follow up on that floor question. Specifically, what was the grip like? Did it feel like a wood floor at all or different? And do you even notice the lights that are going on?
I feel like when you're not playing in the game, you notice it. But like once the game's going on, it's just basketball at the end of the day. We've all played on concrete, hardwood, tile, so it's just basketball at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit slippery, but the grip was pretty good, and I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Back here on the left side on the front row.
Bob and Jalen both. This is it for your college careers. I mean, what kind of motivation is that for you? And how did the one dunk rate in your array of dunks this season?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Just that your motivation for finishing out strong, since this is probably the end of your college career.
Yeah, I mean, me and Jalen actually were talking about it at halftime. Like, we don't want to go home today. Like, we got to keep it rolling. Like, obviously, we've been here for a minute, and I feel like we're a great team, and we have great chances of staying in this tournament, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Okay, front row on the right side.
Bob, you battled some adversity in the most recent loss at TCU. How much did this quick turnaround help with keeping your mind right and your focus on the bigger picture of this tournament?
I mean, everybody's 0-0 in this tournament, so I feel like just coming in with the right mindset, everybody connected as a group. You can't really think about your individual struggles when you're trying to win a team game. So I feel like just being connected with the guys and locked in for this game was really good.
Over here on the left side on the front row.
Wes, if my math's right, this is your 100th win at Cincinnati.
Say word. Congrats.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah, what does that mean? I know you're in the heat of the battle of the tournament and everything, but does that mean anything to you?
Right now, it means nothing to me, but I didn't know it, but glad to hear it. I think the only thing I'm thinking about right now is what can we do to get 101. But thanks for sharing it.
Okay, right side on front row.
Wes, you guys will meet UCF for a third time tomorrow. What are some of the challenges and advantages you have with already seeing them multiple times?
Challenges with UCF?
Challenges and advantages that you might have as far as already seeing them twice and this being the third meeting.
Yeah, listen, this league, like, we don't have a bad team. So Utah tonight, who finished last place in our league, they're really good. And I don't think there's a league in America that can say the bottom of their league is that good. Like, obviously, the top of our league is incredible, but it's all the way throughout. So every single game in the Big 12 is challenging. Every single one. Every single win in the Big 12 is a big-time win. There's not a such thing as a bad loss in the Big 12. So for the next game, it's the same thing. I mean, there's tons of challenges. To be specific, I think they're deep, right? They're old, they're tough. They're very dynamic offensively. They have ton of guys that can shoot it over the top. They can play through the post. Their guard plays good. I mean, but that's like any Big 12 game. I mean, great players, depth. They're a two-way team. They defend. They play offense. I mean, we're going to have to be good on the board. So, yeah, like every game in this league, it's going to present challenges. We'll get to work as soon as we're done here and start working on what we can do to try to get our guys ready.
Okay, we got time for 2 more questions. Anybody interested? Okay, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Jensen is with us now, along with Terrence Brown and Keanu Dawes. Coach, when you're comfortable, if you could just start us off with some general comments about the game.
Happy our guys fought and came back. Give Wes and Cincinnati credit that he made good adjustments, good game plan. unfortunate, but I'm happy that our guys fought, came out. We played really good for 15 minutes, had some lulls, but we fought and came back, so proud of them.
Okay, please remember to raise your hand. We'll get a wireless microphone to you. Please give us your name and your affiliation. Here on the front row on the right.
Steve Bartle, KSL Sports. Coach, your team cut the lead down to single digits. What adjustments did you make, and what do you feel prevented the group from getting over the hump?
No, I think we simplified it, and I think guys were aggressive. I think, tentative in maybe the first half, but I think we were more aggressive just coming down and trying to score off our defense in transition. And it's a lot easier to do that when you're down, like nothing to lose. But no, again, just a few mistakes. We gave up 2 rebounds off of free throws, a couple of timely turnovers, but that could have turned. The margin for error is so small that we kind of talked about that. But we cut it to what? Was it 4 there at the end? Yeah, but I'm happy we fought and never give up.
Back here on the right side on the front row.
Terrence, you kind of got into a rhythm in that second half. Just what were you thinking? What were you, seeing, and just how comfortable did you feel in that second half?
Really just like thinking like I don't want to be done. Like the mindset that I didn't want to be done playing. So that's really what I was saying. Like when I hit one of the shots and we went into timeout, I was just like I don't want to lose. That's what I was telling coach. Like I just don't want to lose. So that's really all I was playing for, is just not to lose.
Coach Liam Howard, Scobuff Sports. In the first half, this was especially notable, but Cincinnati was struggling with free throws when they were facing your team's band side. The band was had a lot to say. They were making their voices heard during those free throws and making it a little bit harder for Cincinnati. Anything to say to that group for, I guess, showing up and what they were doing today?
No, I think the band was great. The cheerleaders, the fans that come, our fans. I think considering the year, I think the fans have been great all year. So, yeah, I played here 30 years ago, and I know what the fans are like, and, yeah, always appreciative of them.
Back on the right side in the back.
Coach, just wondering about what the message to the guys is over the next 24 hours. Kyle Belanger, Leavenworth Times, sorry. What the message is to the guys over the next 24 hours. What's the next 24 hours look like for you and the guys sort of reassessing the season?
Well, no, we'll go home, give them a day off, and then, we'll have a team meeting, and then we'll, meet with all of them individually, because it's, it's obviously interesting times, and have conversations, continue the conversations that we've had all year long. But again, it's always hard when it comes to an end, and give them a day off, and then we'll meet as a team, and then individually with each one of them, and then go from there.
Right side on the front row.
For Alex, Mitch Harper, KSL, what were just some of the biggest lessons that you learned transitioning from the NBA to the college game, and particularly the Big 12, just lessons you learned in this first year navigating this?
No, I knew that there was, it's a different game. There's very, it's different than Europe and obviously the NBA, and and then the Big 12 is a whole other beast, very physical, really a lot of good teams, and I think the main thing I've learned is it's just the possessions are more precious because there's fewer of them. And, and I tell these guys all the time, control the things that you can control. You might not be making shots, but you can block out and, do things like that. Because a lot of times that's the difference in the game. Free throws, blockouts, turnovers. And, just try not to replicate the same mistakes and learn to get better. But it's been a fun year in that respect. I've learned a lot because it is different than a lot of other leagues.
Matt Spivak, Scobuff Sports. Keanu, the team shot under 20% in the first half, and you guys were able to flip that around and shooting over 55%. Kind of what changed offensively in that second half for you guys?
I just think we have more intensity and kind of more energy. Obviously in the first half, you come into the game, you come into every game not wanting to lose. But whenever you go into to halftime down, you kind of come out with more energy and more, attention to the little things.
Let's go in the back on the right.
Jay Drew from the Deseret News. Alex, in this day and age of college basketball, a lot of coaches talk about the difficulties in building a program rather than just a team because of the turnover. Do you feel like the groundwork has been laid at Utah for that program to build and grow?
Yeah, no, I think it's been there, and I think obviously I played there, but I know there's definitely a history, and there's a base, there's a fan base, more so than maybe some other places. That's why I admire what Kelvin's done in Houston, but yeah, no, I think there's definitely a base there, and myself and the rest of my staff, we didn't come here for, we came here to build it to be good not only for next year but the years after that. So I think having gone through this year, I think that pathway for us is become clearer. But definitely,
right side here.
Steve Bartle, KSL Sports. For Terrence and Keanu, obviously a difficult season, but how much development and growth do you each feel you've made over the course of the season under Alex and his staff?
You can go first.
I feel like for me personally, this is like the first year where I've kind of had to be in like a larger role of like, producing more. Staff coach Jensen's giving me nothing but confidence, and I think, that'll help me. Like there are spurts where it really helped me, and I just think long term it'll really help me just elevate my game to the next level.
I'd definitely just say, to hit on his point, like I came from being a leader last year, but having to do it at a bigger conference and on a bigger stage, and being able to having to show up every single night and just play against like bigger defenses, harder schemes, things like that. It definitely showed me like to just use like my other attributes other than scoring, like finding other guys, things like that. And then obviously we play in a gauntlet every single night, the Big 12, so you got to bring defense and things like that. So I definitely think I gotten better way more from being at FDU to coming to Utah.
And I'll just say, and I and my staff have asked both of these guys to get out of their comfort zone, and Keanu, probably the only coach that's gotten mad at you so much for not shooting, but he averaged, a 3, but tonight he was 2 for 5. And I think he's comfortable, and he's done a great job because I've asked him and pushed him to get out of his comfort zone, and the same thing with Terrence. I think, you don't always see it, but I want to thank both of them because I think it's not easy, the injuries at the beginning, but the things that we've asked them, I think they've made big strides, and I think it'll help all of us. But yeah, definitely get you both out of your comfort zone, right? Yeah. That's how you get better.
Any other questions? Thank you very much, Coach.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you.
it.